Hey everybody, hope you're having a good week so far. I got on my state's disciplinary action report, and I was really kind of surprised that there weren't very many counselors in the state of Tennessee who have received disciplinary actions against them. There haven't been any so far in 2020. In 2019, there were 3, and in 2018, there were 2. There were none in 2017. And out of those few, there really wasn't one that happened more often. They were all different types of violations. One of the more recent ones was in March of 2019. I'll just go ahead and read it for you. A counselor was found guilty of disclosing confidential information through public social media, a failure to protect their client's confidential information. They were found guilty of disclosing information without appropriate consent or without sound, legal, or ethical justification. The result of that was that this counselor's license was suspended for 180 days. Then the counselor was placed on probation for not less than a year. And the counselor was assigned continued education hours and fined $1,000. In this particular case, this counselor violated a couple of different ethical codes of the ACA's. Section B6I says that counselors take reasonable precaution to protect client confidentiality, which this counselor did not. And in Section H6D, it deals with social media. It says counselors take precautions to avoid disclosing confidential information through public social media, which this counselor didn't do that either. This counselor, I don't know the details of the case, and I don't really like to judge people too harshly without knowing all the information. Maybe this counselor just made a mistake, but whatever happened, it cost her. And I guess we need to be careful in that area. One of the questions on our discussion prompt was about impairment. And what does the ACA code say about that? Well, section C2G says that counselors need to monitor themselves, right? To make sure that we're not being impaired. We need to be aware of our physical, mental, and emotional state. Also, we need to monitor our colleagues or even our supervisors for their state and how well they're doing and if they're being impaired and all that. And the question that kind of brings to me is, how can we avoid becoming overwhelmed with our clients' problems? I know that we're supposed to be empathetic toward them and feel what they feel and empathize and sympathize with them. And if they're facing a really hard battle, how do we avoid not getting to the point where we're actually overwhelmed and impaired by their problems? Anyway, that's my video for the discussion this week. I hope you have a great weekend.